Once again, Dwayne Brown.
Opsel with a foot to it. It's going to be taken down by number 44. That's Brody with a football. He's going to get up to about the 32 or 33-yard line, where the Redskins will take over 1st and 10 from their own 33. And a real stunned hush went over the crowd here as they announced that Adrian score. A lot of people are surprised, including you and I.
Big surprise once again, and will just put me in the cellar a little bit further.
Well, I'm going to go with you, and I think so are a lot of other people if that one holds true. So we wish the Maples best of luck, and we'll keep you posted on that one. As we said, you can stay right here with us, and we'll keep you up to date. Here come the Clinton Redskins, starting it out 1st and 10. They've got the ball at the 34-yard line. The give, going to go up the middle. Brody going to get absolutely nothing. In fact, driven back for maybe a yard loss.
Neither team so far, Dwayne, has been able to move the ball up the middle. Defense for both teams are excellent right now with these straight-up plays. They just cannot run the ball against the other team up the middle. They've either had to go either deep left, deep right, or a quick pass out and try to have something to happen there. And neither team, I believe, are a big passing team, so that's not going to be a factor.
Danny Lauer comes into the lineup with a play for the Clinton Redskins. Checking out of there, Tyler Brighton. Lauer lines up wide on the right side. Roberts going to roll with the option play. Pitch it out of the ball, but it's loose on the field. Finally tucked in there by number 36, Eric Faust. That one was up for grabs right at about the 29-yard line.
A smart play that time, actually from the number 36 Clinton Redskin, as he just simply fumbled the ball and had the mindset to reach out and grab for it. Luckily, he was still in range to get that ball, but kind of tucked it back under the jersey. They lost about 5 yards on the play. He's going to bring up a 3rd down and 15, but at least it's not a turnover.
Brighton comes back in. Lauer's out now. They're the play runners for the Clinton Redskins and Scott McNitt. Roberts goes back to pass. Looks right over the middle. He's got a receiver there, and it's going to be hit and dropped immediately.
And a couple of flags on the play once again.
Making the reception for the Clinton Redskins, Rick Detling. Clinton's clapping. No official indication yet. Now let's see what we've got as the officials talk it over at about the 32 or 33-yard line. They're still conversing. 2 flags were thrown on the play. They got to make sure they were the same call. And it is going to be what? Defensive pass interference.
And that'll be a big call
against the Hudson Tigers.
It almost looked like, Dwayne, that time that was a broken play. He had a receiver about 5 yards down the field farther, but the Clinton Redskin that made the reception kind of jumped up and took the ball out of his hands. It was going right to him. He was wide open with the play, but luckily they come up with it, get the pass interference, will make it automatic 1st down for the Clinton Redskins, and they're going to mark the ball up at the 44-yard line.
1st and 10 for the 44. The chain gang gets in position, and the Clinton Redskins get a little bit of the break that we said they needed so desperately. Brighton goes out wide to the right side. Roberts has 3 men in the backfield. He's going to give to number 44. That's Brody. He gets a block off the left guard, gets up over the 45 to about the 47 or 48-yard line.
The one thing right now that the Hudson Tigers are able to do, and that is simply the first half they've done it, and now they've got to try to do it again. And that's whenever Clinton gets the momentum, they make some things happen. All of a sudden, Hudson steps right up and says, "That's enough, boys," and brings them down with the 4th down. They have to come out and punt the ball.
2nd and 5 here. 3 men in the backfield, nobody in motion. Roberts on the keeper. Look out. He gets down, but a flag flies again.
Well, if we go with the odds, Dwayne, this flag will be against Hudson. Clinton has had almost every flag go their way, but this time the Clinton Redskins seem to be marching back.
It's a holding call against the Redskins. The crowd doesn't like it, but that one's going to march them backwards.
Take practically everything they gained on the last flag and just take it right back down the field to where you were.
Yeah, they're talking it over with the Hudson players out there, getting the good snap that they want.
He said march it back.
Number 70, Travis Hallowell, said, go back, go back. You and I can see that from our vantage point here. He said, I know that's what head coach.
Second half, they want to get back into it, so that has to be the only flag that they see against them right there for this half.
Brighton, the lone wideout, goes to the right side. Back to pass goes Roberts. Look out, here comes a rush. He'll unload over the middle, almost intercepted, getting a hand in there defensively for the Tigers. Big number 64, and I don't even have him on my program. You?
For the Hudson Tigers, number 64, he's not there.
We knew it was somebody. We knew it was somebody. We apologize for that. He's not on the official program here tonight, but made a fantastic defensive play and knocked it away from the intended receiver. Tyler Brighton brings up 3rd down and 14 now for the Redskins. So a big, crucial 3rd down play. If they're to do anything on this drive, they got to do it right here. No question about that. Again, Brighton, the only wide out to the right side. Instead, they try to run the draw play. Up the middle goes Brody. He's going to get to about the 43, 44-yard line, and that's it. The Tigers will read that one all the way.
They continue to run the draw, and it has been unsuccessful so far. With 2.5 quarters, Clinton has been unable to run the draw, but they continue to go back to it on the 3rd down. You know, the passing game is just not there for the Redskins, and they have to use the ground as much as possible. So, brings up a 4th down and 10. They're going to mark the ball just inside the 45-yard line. And now the Redskins come out with the punting situation. So far, they've done extremely well.
And hope for a roughing the punter or something. Instead, getting it away. That time's Brody. Terrell picks it up at his 20. Gets a block. Cuts to the left side of the 22. He'll get brought down right there by the nape of the neck. He just got spun around. Feet went out from under him, and the Tigers take over 1st and 10 from their own 22-yard line.
The senior number 36, Eric Foss, that time grabbed a hold of the jersey, tore him down to the ground, and he said, you're going to start right here, pal. You're not going any farther.
So Hudson takes over 1st and 10 from their own 22-yard line with 8:09 left to play in the 3rd period. And a 3-touchdown lead for Hudson, 21-0. Now, if it holds true, we should see Casey Opsel in at quarterback. And indeed, that's the case. So here they go, 3 men in the backfield. Opsel, somebody jumped, but there was no flag. The give comes up the middle to number 30, Edmondson. He's got open running room to the 40. Stumbles and falls. Looked like he might have had something just go in the right leg, but I guess he's okay. He just stumbled over his own 2 feet. He was on his way for 6, and down he went.
Tripped himself up, but indeed, Dwayne, movement on the left side of the offensive line for the Hudson Tigers, and not a flag to be seen anywhere. I mean, they totally jumped up and started running down the field. The center snapped the ball and said, well, maybe it was my mistake, and they got away with that one. So we'll put 1 mark up against the officials, but so far that's been it for the evening.
Here we go, 1st and 10. Ball's at the 42. A little mix-up on the play, still on his feet. Up to about the 50-yard line. Finally brought down by a host of Clinton Redskins is number 44, Jacob Hauser.
Number 44, Matt Brody there for the Clinton Redskins to bring him down. The first one on the play makes it 2nd down and 2 for the Hudson Tigers. And once again, they find themselves on the move right up the field with absolutely no problem. They're going to mark the ball dead on the 50-yard line. 2nd and 2 with 7:08 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 21-0 to score. Hudson on top.
Michigan State tomorrow here on Q95 Country. You want to join that one again? Movement, but no call. The ball is fumbled. Finally picked up by the quarterback, Opsel. He's got open running room to the 40, to the 35. Gets a good block. Still on his feet. Down to the 30, and down he'll go there. Great block downfield that time on the part of big number 78 for the Hudson Tigers. Calder Fields just stepped in and put a booming block on, and Opsel takes a fumbled play and picks up 20-some yards.
This is, it's just totally amazing me right now, Dwayne, that the officials are not calling movement on the offensive line. I mean, it's happened twice, 2 times in a row. They've gotten away with it. Maybe it's just us. Maybe our eyes are going bad, but we're making the calls for them, but it's not happening.
Here we go. 1st and 10 for Hudson on the 25. Opsel with a give to the second guy through. That's going to be number 20 into the end zone. Untouched, Ryan Eidenauer. Away he goes with a 25-yard run, and at the 6:31 mark, the Hudson Tigers are on top 27-0.
On top 27-0, and we're scanning the field. No yellow flags on the field, so that play will stand with a touchdown. So far, we've been unsuccessful to see the flags on the ground on a long play like that, but that time there was none. Now they're going for the extra point with the possibility of making it a quick 28-0.
Here we go. So we'll do the kicking. 64 will hold. The ball is spotted. The kick is on its way, and it's good. So with 6:31 to play, our score, Hudson 28, Clinton nothing. We're back after this timeout on Q95 Country. Just a second. Back deep to do the receiving for the Clinton Redskins, who are now down 28-0. Here's Robertson Faust. Opsel will do the kickoff duties, waiting for the signal from the official. There it comes. Opsel steps to the line, puts a foot to it. It's going to be taken by an up lineman. That's going to be number 92 with the football, Dan Lauer. Lauer still on his feet and gets up to the 43. All right, Al, how about the popcorn at Clinton High School?
We're down here in the concession stand at Clinton High School with
Russ Picklick.
And Russ is the junior class advisor.
Yes,
and the junior class takes care of the concession stand this year?
This is a project by the junior class where they volunteer their time for fundraising towards the prom in the spring.
Okay, and is this the first time you've ever been in charge of concession this year?
No, I've done this for about 15 years.
And who's responsible for making the popcorn?
Well, I sort of pour the corn in, but the kids do the job. They bag it, they salt it, they get everything done.
All right, we'll come right back after this play and talk just a little bit more.
All right, you do that, because I got something for you to ask, Mr. Picklick. Here we go. Roberts, first and 10. They give up the middle. On his side, got the running in the cross midfield to the 40. Down inside the 39 is Matt Brody, ran into his own man. Al Dicer, Russ Picklick, 1975. Freshman in high school, Dwayne Brown. Russ Picklick, algebra teacher. How you like that?
He was your algebra teacher, Dwayne?
In 1975. He probably doesn't even remember.
Let's hear the scoop.
Yeah, he remembers. Do you remember what kind of grades Dwayne got in math?
Well, I'd have to say probably C's and B's.
Oh. How about that, Dwayne? Is it close?
Tell him when semester finals were over, me and Bobby Wolf was out celebrating because we didn't take it. That meant we had an A.
All right.
You brought that one up, Dwayne, so, oh boy. You have to take that with a grain of salt along with the popcorn. Ooh, there's a low one, too.
All right, Al, what about that popcorn?
Well, talking about a grain of salt and the popcorn, this good man is giving us, I'm going to taste some right now.
Was that a Colonel?
That's a Colonel, and my associate Andrew is trying some, and we're going to give it a thumbs up. It's good popcorn, but we'll have to wait for the next 3 weeks to find out who has the best popcorn in Lenawee County. Thanks very much for sharing with us tonight.
Thank you.
All right, I'll tell you who's got the best football team in Lenawee County. Let's see what it is. The give around the corner on the option play. Getting a break. Getting down to about a first down, maybe. Let's see where they mark it is. Number 40 for the Clinton Redskins, Jeremy Williams. Did he make the first down, David?
He's going to be short about a yard, Dwayne. It was a very close mark. The knee actually was a little bit farther, but the foot went out. Just barely caught the line. They're going to mark the ball at about the 31-yard line of Hudson. And now we're going to take an official's timeout.
I think you're going to get a measurement here. From the mark, he's definitely well short. Now we got to see what's going on. Officials are calling timeout. Is it for a measurement? No, they're not bringing the chains out. There was some conversation with the athletic director down on the field. I'm not sure if maybe the clock might be off or just what the situation is. Officials are now over talking with head coach Tim Beckler. Let's go down and see what Al knows about it.
Well, I don't know anything about it, but while we're in the concession stand, we got some members of the junior class here who'd like to get their names on the radio. And who do we have?
Chris Lawrence.
Shannon Barr.
David Rosso.
Nick Barker.
Dan Simcoe.
And you guys volunteer miss the football game and everything so that you can raise, like I'm told, about $800 in concessions. Thanks for your effort on behalf of the Clinton High School.
Well, thank you.
Okay, back to you, Dwayne.
All right, thank you very much. Now the officials come over and talk to Scott McNitt. He's shaking his head yes. He likes what's going on, and I'm not really sure what's happening. There's still a conversation going on. David, you've been kind of leaning your head out of the press box here. What have you picked up on?
Well, actually, we have no idea, but now he's going to go back across the field and talk to Tim Beckler once again. No, he's going to start the clock up. The officials have talked, the coaches have talked with the officials, but no one in the stands happens to know what's going on, so...
Bottom line is, it is third down and about a yard from the Hudson Tigers 31. The Redskins with the football down by 4 touchdowns, 28-0. Up the middle with the football is Roberts. Nothing doing this time. The Redskins will not get it. The Tigers will snuff it out, and you're looking at about 4th and 1.
You're looking at 4th and 1, Dwayne, and I think now they're at the 30-yard line. This is the time the offense has to stay in the field. They have to try to get this first down right here. They're going to actually give them about 1.5 feet of a gain right there, and they're going to bring out the sticks. Here comes the chain game across. Let's see. Have they fallen down yet? No. They're doing fine. I have to be nice because that's one of our
your Song of Praise sponsors out there.
It's one of our sponsors of our show. And
did he get the first down?
No.
Hudson says about 2 inches.
Boy, that was close.
The official says about 4 inches, so the Tiger kids were more lenient than what the official is. And I know what all that discussion was about.
And what was it?
The 35-point rule, where the clock continues to run. They were advising both coaches in the event that the Tigers were to go. I don't know why you do that. Talk about taking the wind out of your sails offensively. When you're on the drive and the official comes over and says, oh, by the way, the clock's going to run if we get up to 35.
That had to be...
Okay, enough on those guys.
Wow.
Black and white. I know how they're doing sometimes. Brighton goes out to the right side. Plowing ahead is Roberts. I think he might have got it. We'll see if they give him forward progress.
He indeed got that. They've already signaled the first down. And it is first down for the Clinton Redskins at about the 28-yard line.
So a big break there for the Clinton Redskins. They pick up the first down, and they continue to drive. David, you eat popcorn on the air, you'll strangle.
Boy, it's good popcorn now. Indeed it is, actually.
That'll be kind of interesting to see what Al comes up with, and we'll make that presentation.
I'm actually looking forward to the next 3 games to see how much he eats before how many late. That's what I'm not going to do.
Here we go. Roberts with the give. Going nowhere. Getting spun completely backwards. And I tell you what, paying for that loss of 2 or 3 yards was number 40, Jeremy Williams, only a sophomore, and he got bent right backwards today.
Now, one thing that is highly impressive from the Clinton Redskins, though they're down 28-0, every play that the Redskins go out and run, these kids are trying their heart out. I mean, they have not given up. They haven't said, you know, we're down too far now with only a quarter and 3 minutes to go. We can't make it up. They haven't said that. They're out there trying every play.
Back to pass goes Roberts. Brighton's open. He hit him at the 20. He'll get inside the 17 and pick up the first down, and the drive continues for the Clinton Redskins.
Right now, it's happening everything they need to do. They're going down. They're making the passes. The first offensive drive made by Clinton right now that they have used the pass almost in every possession to pick up a first down. The pass has been the key play, and it continues right here. First down and 10. They're going to mark the ball about the 17-yard line. 3:39 to go. If they can get a quick score, hold Hudson, and get back in again, this game is not over.
Lauer comes wide to the left side. Brighton goes to the right. 2 men in an I formation in the backfield. The give to the first guy. He's got open running room inside the 5, down to the 4. Falling on his knees at the 3 is Matt Brody, and the Redskins are ready to strike first and goal from the 3.
And that time was, well, as I lost the number, I believe that was number 88, Brad Terrell from the Hudson Tigers there to make the stop. And now they're down at the position. They're inside the 5-yard line. They were there a few minutes ago back in the second half. We'll see what they can do now. Back to the sidelines with Al.
Yeah, Matt Brody's a load. Once he gets it going, he's difficult to bring down. I would just imagine we're going to see a straight handoff right up the middle again to Matt.
All right, let's check it out. There's the give to the first guy through. Brody gets stood up backwards and driven back to the 4.
This is the same thing that happened the last time the Redskins were down there. They tried running up the middle unsuccessfully. So I almost believe they should go to the pass, try another little quick out to the corner of the end zone and see what happens.
All right, here we are, 2nd down and 4. Nothing gained on that play. In fact, they'll say you lost a yard. 2:47 to play in the 3rd quarter. 28-0 Hudson on top. Out wide to the right side is Brighton. Roberts with a long count. He'll fake the option, fall to the ground. The ball's loose on the field at the 10-yard line. Robert's feet just went out from underneath of him. He pitched out to his safety valve. Eric Faust had no other opportunity but to fall on the ball at the 10. And Jim Pittman penned it so well when he said, David, we do things right until we're ready to score, and then it just falls apart.
Mr. Faust that time made a great play just to grab that ball as he just tripped up. The quarterback tripped up. was it looked like it was going to be an option play, but instead they stumbled on their own thing, so just a broken play. They lose a few. It's going to be 3rd and goal from the 10-yard line.
And back to pass goes Roberts over the middle. He's got nobody even close to him. Scott McNitt down here just wrung a clipboard. He was very frustrated with the way that play developed. Now it's 4th and goal from the 10.
And you've got to go. There is nothing else to do.
There's no question here.
You have to go for it. I mean, a field goal is not going to do anything. Let's take a quick timeout ourselves right here on Q95 Country.
Clee Pharmacy in Hudson is your family-owned and operated independent pharmacy, serving all your medical and everyday needs just like they always have.
Power out to the left side. Out wide to the right side is Brighton. Back to pass goes Roberts. Looks, fires over the middle. Brighton had it, and he dropped it at the goal line. Unbelievable play. Tyler had it. He thought he had the touchdown. Instead, the ball falls to the ground. And it's going to be Hudson Tiger football on the 10 by possession.
Well, now it's time for Clinton to come out. They have to make a big loss here. Let's go to Al on the sidelines.
Well, I've finished that popcorn now, and I'm ready to get back on the radio. Comment to you, Dave. Not going to gain any weight here in Clinton because from the bleacher level down to the field level, there are 45 8-inch steps that you have to go up and down. I've been up and down them about a dozen times already tonight. I have a suggestion. Popcorn's great, but you think maybe we could get into hot dogs and things like that, too?
He's wanting supper on this, isn't he?
Play ran from scrimmage that time by the Hudson Tigers. Goes for about a half yard on the carry. Eidenauer, 2nd down and 9 for the Hudson Tigers. Out of the lineup comes Ryan Miller. And in comes Eric Edmondson with the play. 2nd and 9. Just over the 10, call at the 11. Flags fly. That time there was movement, and that time it was called. But which way as both sides jump?
Well, neither team
against Clinton is the call. Offsides, Clinton Redskins. So instead of being 2nd and 9, it's going to be 2nd and 4.
Well, Dwayne, when it rains, it pours. And right now that's happening for the Clinton Redskins as simply cannot get anything to go their way as they're just trying to struggle to keep that score under the 35. They don't want that clock to start up.
Yeah, that's indeed the case with 1:10 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Also at quarterback. Give, going to go to the 2nd guy through. He's got open running room. He's only got one guy to beat as he makes the turn at the 20, breaks the tackle. He's up to the 35, the 40, the 45, still on his feet, and he'll go out of bounds at about the 47-yard line with the carry. Ryan Eidenauer, and he took out a Clinton Redskin bench down here.
Well, if that doesn't fire up the Redskins having your bench taken out, I don't know what will. You don't knock over a person's chair and get away with it. Now we'll see what happens when they come out. Number 15 that time from Clinton. That would be Mike Roberts was there to make the play for the Redskins to push him out of bounds. And they're going to mark the ball all the way back this side of the midfield. They're going to mark it as off the 47-yard line.
1st and 10 for Hudson at the 47. But what Roberts did was save 6 points there as Eidenauer was off and running. Give to the 2nd guy through, and the Redskins read this one and spin him backwards, going nowhere on the play. Number 44, Jacob Hauser.
Hudson does an extraordinary job of these fakes. I mean, I don't know about yourself, but I was looking upfield about 10 yards, and this kid is still fighting off tacklers trying to run upfield, and he doesn't even have the ball. So it's not a type of a thing where they fake it and leave a guy back and everyone stops to watch him. They all have their own set thing to do, and they finish the job.
This will be the last play of the 3rd quarter as the clock is now inside 20 seconds. A pitch goes around the left side, and down he goes. Is number 22, Ryan Miller. He just lost his footing and goes down at the 45, a loss of about 3 on the play. That will expire the clock. We played 3 quarters from Clinton High School. Our score, the Hudson Tigers 28 and the Clinton Redskins nothing. Back with the 4th and final quarter after this timeout on Q9.
Chip series, Toronto leads actually in the bottom of the 3rd. White Sox lead 5-1. Now back to Dave and Dwayne on Q95 Country.
All right, thank you very much. Let's quickly go down to Al Dicer on the sidelines for an update. Al?
Yeah, I'm here sitting in the Hudson cheering section, and I asked various folks around here who was the most vociferous Hudson football fan. And the man who won that honor is Mr. Jerry Tanner. And I'm with Jerry. Hi, Jerry. Senior. How you doing? I'm doing fine. How many Hudson football games do you think you've been to?
It's hard to count. We have to go back to probably the 65, somewhere in there, and every game is available. We attend.
Okay, we'll send it back up to the press box, and we want to come back down here for just another minute.
All right, let's update things real quickly for you. Eidenauer carries for the first down for the Hudson Tigers, and they get the ball at about the 37-yard line. Now we'll come back down to you in just a second, but Adrian now scoring, making that score Pioneer with a 21-14 lead late in the fourth quarter over the Adrian Maples, so they're trying to come back. Meanwhile, the Hudson Tigers here are trying to put this one to bed as they lead at 28-0 with 11:30 to go in the fourth and final quarter. The give is to the last guy through. That's number 20, now. Around the corner he goes, and he's off to the races down inside the 20. Where did he step out of bounds? They say the 17 or 18-yard line.
They're going to mark the ball at the 18-yard line as they're asking for the ball. Let's go back to Al.
Yeah, Jerry, a couple of more games to go this year, and you think they can make it through undefeated?
Certainly.
A junior heavy team, isn't it? I mean, they're going to be good for a couple, 3 more years, aren't they?
Yes, they're very quick. The line is fairly large, but the backs, they are fast, and they are numerous. There's anyone back out there.
And you have a son playing, correct?
Yes, I do.
Number 42, his name?
Yes, that's Jason.
Jason. Now, I'm seated here. This is Jerry, last name again, Tanner, Senior. Now, right beside me is Jerry Tanner Jr. Hi, Jerry.
Hi there. How you doing?
Good. What happens in your life tomorrow?
I'm getting married.
Okay, he's getting married tomorrow. We'll send it back up to the press box.
All right, well, is a rehearsal going to happen out at the 50-yard line? I don't know. We'll find out in a little bit. Give up the middle. That time Eidenauer will pick up 2 yards and get it down to the 17. Call it second down and 8 with 10:54 to go.
That could have been our halftime festivity.
Yeah.
And rehearsal.
Okay, Wagamu, then at quarterback now in this fourth quarter. Pitch comes to the left side our way with the carry. Getting sacked in the backfield for a loss is number 44.
Number 92 from Clinton there to make the play for the Redskins. Number 2, Dan Lauer. Brings him down and picked up about 2 yards on the play, and they're going to call it third down and 8 with 10:24 to go here in the final quarter.
And you can listen to Greg Green Monday through Friday right here on Q95 Country Stereo, 95.3 FM, WQTE Adrian. He'll get your mornings going for you on the morning show. Joe Wagamu sets up his offense, calls out the play. He's going to keep the ball himself. No, he'll give to player going up the middle. Very, very tricky stuff going offensively here. Ryan Eidenauer gets the ball down very close to the 10-yard line, but I don't think it's going to be enough for the first down. Call it fourth and a long one.
Unbelievable team, the Hudson Tigers. They have just totally thrown some things at not only the announcers here, but the Clinton Redskins, and been very successful with it, with a lot of fakes going right up the middle. Looks like a quarterback keeper, but instead they're running the ball straight up the middle. It's going to be fourth down and 1 yard to go for the Hudson Tigers.
Big play here. Wagamu gives up the middle, first down and more for the Hudson Tigers. Eidenauer with the carry and the first down.
Well, you're looking to win at 9 minutes and 24 seconds to go. If they can punch this ball into the end zone, then you get to the 35-point barrier, and the clock will continue to run until Clinton can get back within the 35 points and start it back up, stopping again.
And Tim Beckler is going to talk things over as they get things down inside the 10 to about the 6 or 7 yard line. He wants to call a timeout, so we'll take one with our score. The Tigers 28 and the Redskins nothing. We're back with more after this timeout on Q95 Country.
When life's little mishaps take a beating on your car, take it to a qualified professional. Bork's Body Shop on Toma Road in Clayton. At Bork's, you'll get a free estimate and a fully licensed mechanic to do your body frame or paint work. Plus, Bork's Body Shop will beat anybody's price. So the next time life takes a beating on you and your car, and it happens to the best of us, take it to Bork's Body Shop a mile south of Clayton on Toma Road. Just call Dan Bork at 445-2770 and be sure you're getting the best. That's 445-2770.
That's not something that you wait until the third quarter once the team is down with the possibility of making 35 points to bring up.
Well, we'll see what happens. First and 10. To give to the second guy through. Breaks the tackle. Around the right corner. Watch out. Official goes into the end zone. Untouched goes number 34, Greg Slope. And he'll go in at the 9:17 mark, making our score 34-0. Hudson This extra point will do it and make it 35-0. Now what happened? The clock. Well, they put the score on the clock somehow. They got up to 34 ticks left. Now they're going to sort that out. Reset the clock back to 8 minutes and 34 seconds. Here we go with the extra point. Kick is down, kick is up, kick is good. So we've got 35-0. Let's go down to Aldicer.
Yeah, I'm going to ask one of the fans here to help me announce the game here. Mr. Gary Miller, Ryan Miller's father, just...
Staff here, it'll go continuous unless the official blows the play dead. That's the only way that it'll happen. Roberts is going to take it at his 15. Get up to the 20, get a block, and he's still on his feet to the 25, to the 30. He'll cross midfield and get, the middle of the field and get to the 34, and that's where the Clinton Redskins will take over 1st and 10 from their own 34, 8:20 in the clock run.
Well, now it's to a point that the Clinton Redskins has just got to come up and try to get a few points up on the board. I mean, looking at a win right now is pretty much out for the Redskins. They just have to come out and try to at least save a little bit of their confidence and not go in with the final score having 0 up on the board for the Redskins. They want to at least try to get 1 score up on the board.
7:52. Clock continues to run now for the Clinton Redskins. It's all but over with them. Now the officials still talking things over. One official signaled to the other, hey, the clock's still running. And they said, yeah, that's the way it's supposed to go. Roberts sends Brighton out wide to the right side. He gives to the first guy through. He's got an open hole up over the 40 with a football. And the carry for the Clinton Redskins is Matt Brody. And let's go down on the sidelines to Aldicer.
Yeah, I'm down here on the sidelines with 2 good-looking young men who've been handing the footballs out to the officials. And your name is?
Zach.
And how old are you, Zach?
5.
5 years old. Who's your dad? Is he the football coach here? All right, and who we got over here?
I'm Nathan Howe, and I'm 11 years old.
Okay, well, you're doing a good job down here. I've been watching you. You've been right in the game. You haven't missed a thing. You like doing this?
Yeah.
All right. Back up to the press box.
Thank you very much. There's the play coming up the middle. With the ball in the carry number 44, Matt Brody gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. 3rd and a long 4. The clock down to 6:45 and continues to tick here at Clinton High School.
It's a long 4 for the Redskins. I mean, in order to get a score, they're going to have to get the first down here to have time with the clock continually running. It's not going to be long before this clock is out. I mean, there are no incomplete passes to stop the clock or anything. I mean, it's just an official's timeout or a team calling a timeout.
Roberts with a reverse around the right side to number 40. With the ball, Jeremy Williams, and he's got open running room. He gets down inside the 40 to the 37-yard line of the Hudson Tigers before he's finally hit and knocked out of bounds.
All the way down to the 37. He's pushed out of bounds. Will bring up a 1st down and 10 for Clinton. Marking the ball down to the 37-yard line with 6 minutes to go. In the final quarter, Clinton once again on the move. But once they get down into the red zone, then we'll have to wait and see what the Redskins can do.
And the big thing, obviously, they want to do is get some points on the board so the clock will stop. Roberts has one wide out wide to the right side. He'll go back to pass. Looks, fires over the middle. Is it almost intercepted and knocked down? Incomplete pass. Call it 2nd and 10 from that 38-yard line. 5:35, and the clock continues to roll.
And you watch the officials, one almost waving the clock to stop, and then the other one looks up and says, no, keep it rolling. So kind of a different thing that is voted on this year for high school football with the continuous clock. So
Pat Thomas comes out wide to the right side. Going out to the left is Dan Lauer for the Redskins. Roberts with the gift to number 44. That's Brody. Brody's going to get inside the 35 down to about the 34.
Should bring up a 3rd down and about 6 for the Redskins, marking the ball at the 34-yard line.
And we now have a quarterback change for the Clinton Redskins. I believe, let's see, who's in there at quarterback. Give me a second to see how they come up to the line. Tyler Brighton has taken over the quarterback duties, number 3 for the Clinton Redskins. And on the sidelines with head coach Scott McNitt is Mike Roberts. So Brighton's come in to try to fire up the troops here with 4:32 and the clock runs. Man in motion for the Redskins. Brighton on the option play. Goes up the middle. Gets stood up straight and then finally gets hammered down, but he fights forward for a yard or 2. Let's see where they mark it.
The second effort that time from Mr. Tyler Brighton, that time, the second effort, picked him up about maybe 1-2 yards on the play, bringing up a 4th down and 5. We're going to call it 4th down and 4 for the Redskins.
Johnny Basinger goes in with the play. Out comes number 44, Matt Brody. Clock is down now to 4 minutes exactly and continues to run. Brighton brings him up to the line of scrimmage. Coming out wide to the right side is Pat Thomas. He's the only man as Brighton sets up his off-field. Man in motion. Coming from left to right. Brighton back to pass on a reverse play. Number 40 with the football, Jeremy Williams. He'll fight forward for maybe 1 or 2 yards. And the Hudson Tigers will take over on possession. 1st and 10 from their own 33. All they got to do now is run out 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and the Tigers are going to 6-0.
And I believe that's all that the Hudson Tigers are going to even try to do right here. With 3 minutes, 20 seconds, the clock going on and on and on, not stopping. It's not going to take much to do this.
Yeah, there's no reason for them to want to stop this clock. They have a 35-0 lead. I think Tim Becker would just be content for him to maybe pick up a 1st down and then just see what else they can possibly do with a football and stop things. Play going absolutely nowhere with the carry that time. Jacob Hauser, he'll get back to the original line of scrimmage. No, they're going to say he was a yard short of that, so third, 2nd down and 11.
Question for you, Dwayne.
Okay.
Hudson 2 weeks faces Onstead. Next week, Hudson's opponent is going to be who?
Either Erie Mason or Blissville. I'm not sure here. You got me on the spot.
I believe it played. There's a fumble on the play.
Fumble on the play. The ball is loose at the 25, and the Redskins fall on it, so they draw blood again. Clinton Redskins are not quite ready to give up yet, are they, Al?
No, they're going to give it all they got here in the last couple of minutes of the game. But I know the answer to your trivia question.
Okay, go ahead.
They play down at Erie Mason next week.
Erie Mason, all right. And that's a team that these Clinton Redskins have beaten right here a couple of weeks ago in a homecoming game. So it's another game for Hudson where Tim Becker's got to keep them focused. Let's see if the Redskins have drawn one last breath of life. With exactly 2 minutes left, they've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Brody's going to get inside the 25, down to the 23, 2nd and 8. And now we're down to 150, and that clock just keeps on ticking.
I tell you, it makes high school football go by a lot quicker when you get into a situation like this. But I'm sure as a Clinton fan and even a Hudson fan, that this is not something, that is good for the teams to have the clock going. It's a hard thing. You almost go into a 2-minute drill with 9 minutes to go in the game.
Yeah, Pat Thomas out wide here to the right side. Brighton's going to fire to Thomas. He had it and dropped it. Incomplete. 3rd down and 9. And immediately following this game, we'll get you a quick update on that Adrian Ann Arbor game in progress. Very, very close to being over, I understand. And so you'll be ready with that report. Coming back to the studio, Randy, just as soon as this one is over. An exciting game there. An exciting game here for a while. And then the Hudson Tigers just come out and put it up 35-0 and keep the clock going. Now we're inside a minute. Brighton with the give to number 30. That's Johnny Basinger, only a sophomore. So you see some of the kids that's going to be doing things in the next couple of years for the Redskins out on the field now. You're looking at 4th down and about 6 or 7 yards to go. 45 seconds on the clock, and they begin to head to the exits here at Clinton High School.
Yeah, this will be most likely the last play that you'll see right here. The last snap of the ball in this game. There's only 30 seconds to go. The clock going down. We're just now going up to the ball and over the balls. So this will be the last snap of the game.
Thomas goes out wide to the left side. Clinton would love nothing better than to get 6 points on the board here. Brighton's got a man open, and he does not hang on to the football down at the 5-yard line. Danny Lauer was all alone, had his intended coverage beaten. He was going to go in for the score. Instead, they'll stand and watch the eastern sky where the Wagner Field scoreboard says this one is over, and the Hudson